Question 1. Write shaded portion as fraction. Arrange them in ascending and descending order using correct sign less than, equal, greater than between the fractions. So first mark them. Here only one shaded portion out of 8. And then we can see 3 shaded portions. Then we have 4, marking it as third. I'm arranging it in greater orders, similarly fourth part. So 1/8, 3/8, 4/8 and 6/8 is the correct order. Next one, we have arranged it again. First is 3 out of 9, second is 4 out of 9, and similarly all things have been shaded up. And then we have to write down 3/9 is less than 4/9, is less than 6/9, and so on, 8/9. You just have to define them. Show 2/6, 4/6, 8/6, 6/6 on number line. Number line is a representation of various numbers or fractions. So let's divide whole number into part of 8. Here we go, marking it 1 to 8. So we have to write 2/6 based upon the things 4/6 and 6/6, 8/6. We just have to represent these things. Now, using the signs, this is having same denominator, therefore highest numerator would be greater. Similarly, 0 means nothing, 3/6 would be greater, and here again 6/6 would be greater because 6 parts out of 6. Here we have 8 parts out of 6, that would be greater than 5/6. This is your first question. Second is compare the fractions and put an appropriate sign. You have to compare and then use signs. So same denominator, therefore greater numerator. Here we have to convert them to make like fractions. Multiplying with 4 and 7 respectively, it would be 4/28. 4/28, and the other one would be 7/28. Now bases are same, so 7 is greater than 4, therefore 7/28 is greater. And then here it is easier, 5/5 is greater, and this one has to be changed, but since this is greater, make 5 more such pairs and put appropriate signs. Now we have randomly selected some of them. Now first case, bases are same, so great number of would be having greater sign. Here bases are again same, 6 is greater. Now here numerator are same, so it happens inverse. Lesser would be greater. Again 8/2 would be greater because numerator are same. That is how we have to do this. Now based upon this number line, look at the figure and write these signs between the given fractions using this picture. 1/6 or 1/3. As you can see, 1/6 is lesser than 1/3 in the picture. Similarly, 3/4, it is here, and 2/6. You have to find 2/6. It is downwards, the last line. 2 over 6. So 3 over 4 is greater, as you can see, than 2 over 6. So we have to mark it, or we have to convert, or we can also convert it other ways. So 3 over 4 is greater than 2 over 6, as also shown in the picture. So we have done 2 questions. Now 2 over 3 over 2 over 4 numerator are same. Therefore, lesser denominator would be greater. That is 2 over 3 would be greater. Same could be seen in picture. 2 over 3 is greater than 2 over 4. Now 6 over 6 is 1 and 3 over 3 is also 1. So they are equal and also could be seen in the picture. So the last one done 5 over 6 or 5 over 5. Obviously 5 over 5 would be greater because whole fraction is 1. Now you can also see it in picture. So this is true. Now make 5 more such problems and solve them with your friends. Based upon this picture only, we have selected some random problems. You can select any of them. Now you just have to use the signs 1 over 1, 1 over 2. Obviously 1 over 1 is greater than 1 over 2 as shown in picture. Therefore 1 over 1 is greater. So 2 over 3 over 2 over 2. 2 over 2 is obviously greater than 2 over 3. Therefore we can mark less than sign to 2 over 3. Now 3 over 6 and 2 over 5, as you can see in the picture again. So 3 over 6 is obviously greater than 2 over 5. 2 over 3 and half. 2 over 3 is greater than half. Half is above 2 over 3. So it is greater to some extent. Alright, last one is 2 over 3 and 3 over 6. 2 over 3 and 3 over 6. You can see the last one, 3 over 3. 2 over 3 is greater. Therefore, greater sign. That's how it has done. How quickly can you do this? Alright. Numerator same, so bases having smaller would be greater. 2 over 4 and 3 over 6. So what you can do in this case is half. 3 over 6 is again half and 2 over 4 is half. So equal sign. C part, multiply it with 3 and 5 respectively to make it like fractions. You have 9 over 15 and 10 over 15. So now denominator like 10 is greater. Now D part, it's simple. 4 2s are 8, multiply with 2, the first part. Or you can do make it like fractions again, multiplying with other denominators. Second one is 8 over 32. 24 is bigger, therefore greater sign. Here bases are same, bases are denominators. So, and here also 7 is greater. What about this? Just reduce it, 1 over 4. So they turned out to be equal. Again, multiply the second fraction by 2 to make it like. 4 to the 8. It would be 8 over 10. Obviously, 4 over 5 is greater than 6 over 10. Therefore, greater sign. Now 3 over 4 multiply with 2 4 to the 8, and above numerator becomes 6. So 7 over 8 is greater than 3 over 4. It's a greater sign. And here 5 to the 10 or 4 to the 8. Again 4 by 5 is greater than 6 by 10. It's equal. 7 3 is 21 and 5 3 is 15. The following fractions represent just three different numbers. Separate them into three groups of equivalent fractions by changing them one to the simplest form. Let's reduce all of them. 2 over 12 is simple, 1 over 6. Right, it's 1 over 6, as simple as that. Again, 3 5s are 15, 1 over 5. Again, first divide it by 2, that is 4 to the 8, 25. Not reducible further, so 4 over 25. 2, that's divided by 2. 2 8 is 16, and this is 50. 52 is 100. And 4 to the 8 and 25. It would again make 4 over 25 to reducible form. Let's cancel 0 zeros, as simple as that. 1 over 6. 15 and 3, 15 and 20. Sorry, 15 into 3 is 25. Here we have 1 over 5. Again, each part is 8 over 48, or you can say 4 to the 8 and 2 24. Again, reducing it to 1 over 6. 12 over 75. Simple. 12, 4, and this goes with 25. Not further reducible. 12, 2, 6 is 12. And 2, 3 is 6. 2, 6 is 12. 6, 6 is 36. 1 over 6. 3, 6 is 18. It is very simple. The next one. 3, 6 is 18. 1 over 6. And not reducible. So let's group them with different colors. 3 have same 1 over 6, and this part is 1 over 5, and we have 4 over 25 also. We have three different parts. So let's arrange them. 1 over 6 have A, E, H, J, K, as you can see in similar colors. 1 over 5 is B, F, G, and 4 over 25 is C, D, I, L. Find answers to the following. Write and indicate how you solved them. Let's solve them. Is it equal? So first make them like. 5 5 is 25, 5 is 45, and 5 is 40, 9 4 is 36, and 9 5 is 45. Be 36 over 45, so 36 not equal. So let's cross them. Not equal. B part is 9 over 16. Let's make them like again. So multiplying first part with 9 and other part with 16, that would be 81 over 16 into 9 would give you 100. It gives you 144. So let's just first use it equal sign. Is it 80 over 144? No. So let's cross it again. Second part is also incorrect. Third is 4 over 5 equal to 16. Let's make it like 4 5 is 16 over 20. Yes, they are equal. And D part, 1 over 15. Obviously, 2 multiplying with 2, it would give 2 over 30, which is not equal. That's how we have to do this. Eighth one, Ella read 25 pages of a book containing 100 pages. Lalita read 2 over 5 of the same read less. So we are given with pages read by Ella 25 and out of total 100. So 25 pages she read, and pages read by Lilita is 2 or 5 of the same. Same means the 100 because the book is same. So reduce it, 520, this gives you 40. So it's as simple as that, that we can conclude that Ella read less number of pages than Lalita. Because it's asked who read less, therefore we can say Ella read less. Ella read less number of pages. That's our answer. Rafiq exercised for 3/6 of an hour, while Rohit exercised for 3/4 of an hour. Who exercised for longer time? So first of all, let's write the given part. 3/6 for Rafiq and 3/4 for Rohit. Now let's make them like fractions. Converting both fractions to like fractions, we get, what do we get? 3/6 into 4 gives 12/24. Similarly, for Rohit, 18/24. So we can conclude 18/25 is greater. Therefore, Rohit exercised for longer period of time. So this is how you have to do it. Last question. In a class A, 25 students, 20 passed out of them, and for the B, 24 passed out of 30. Which is greater fraction of students passed? Given is class A 25 students, and out of them passed only 20 students, that is 5 failed. Class B is 30 students and passed 24 and 6 failed. So let's convert them into fractions. Then we have to find out which is greater. So 20 out of 25 for class A. Let's write it down. This question represents past. We have to find past. So 20/25 for class A and 24 out of 30. Let's reduce it now. That gives you 4 5s are 20, 5 5s are 25. That gives you 4/5. Again, here also you get 12 to the 24 and 15 to the 30. Again, 4/5. Hooray! We got both the same fractions, so both fractions are equal. Therefore, both classes have equal fraction of past students. That is your answer.